proactive protocol attempts to maintain consistent up-to-date routing information and route address to this intervention. The next one is reactive routing protocol. Reactive routing protocol seeks to set up routes on demand. And the final one is hybrid routing protocol. Hybrid routing is commonly referred to balance. Hybrid routing is a combination of distance vector routing. And the next one is the details of proactive routing protocol.
Thank you, Krishnan. Already we know about the three types of routing protocol, but I think proactive routing protocol is the more efficient for this job. In proactive routing protocol, it also uses a lot of algorithms like DSDB, FSR, etc. Now I will discuss some of them. Distance sequence, destination sequence, distance vector. It is a table-driven routing design based on Bellman-Ford algorithm. The main contribution of this algorithm was to solve the routing problem, solve the routing loop problem. Here, G nodes A, B, C, and this routing table is given for node A. Each entry of this routing table contains next hop numbers and hop distance. And in addition, it tagged in the routing table with the sequence number, and those sequence number will be even. And this sequence number will be generated by destination. Then wireless routing protocol. Wireless routing protocol is a proactive uniqueness routing technology, and it also based on improved Bellman-Ford DSDB algorithm. In this algorithm, every mobile node maintains a distance table, a routing table, and link state cost table, and a message retransmission list. Here, every node carries a distance to the destination, and these nodes update with their neighbor's update message. And this message will be sent, can be sent either periodically or whenever the link change is happening. And those nodes also require to send the hello message to ensure their connectivity, and on listening this update message, nodes modifies their state distance table, and they look for a better path. Then FSR. Fish eye state routing protocol is also a proactive uniqueness routing protocol. It based on link state routing algorithm. It effectively reduce overhead to maintain network protocol information. It utilizes a new function like a fish eye. The eyes of fish catch those pixels which is near the focal with high details. Similarly, FSR maintains the accurate distance and path quality information about the immediate neighboring nodes. So it exhibits a better scalability to concerning the network size and compared with other link state protocols. So mobile networks are expected to play a better role in the improvement of future wireless communication system. And their routing protocol is an important component of manage. So it is essentially important that it should provide a efficient quality of service, and it meet the vendors' requirements. Thank you, everybody. Stay with us.
Okay, so what is the difference between AOTT and fisheye?
here every node, here the routing table for every node, they get hold the whole information for every destination, when destination A, when B or C. But in the FSR, each hold only the immediately neighbors nodes information. They don't get the other node information.
How particular node receives the information of other nodes which are not neighbor, like responsive node C. So now we can receive the information from node A.
When here, if we think source, here which is the source?
Let's consider A is the source and C is the destination. You know that table-driven routing, right? So every router is maintaining a table. So in DSTV, you are saying that every node is maintaining routing information for all of the nodes in the network. But in Fisheye, only a particular node stores the information of the immediate neighbor. So my question was, even if those C are D, they are immediate neighbors. C is not immediate neighbor of A. But how C gets information or routing information, routing table of A?
Here A is connected with node B, and node B is connected with C. When it is the routing table for node A, but here another routing table for node B. The node B will get the information to communicate with node C. The node A is use that routing table to connect node C.
Alright, so any other questions?